Hi, I'm Tarunpreet and I am totally nerding out over Dune these days. In the past week, I have watched Dune 1984, Dune 2021. I have read Frank Herbert's Dune. I have not read all the books, but I am gonna do that. And I'm going to begin today's video by quoting the first paragraph from Frank Herbert's Dune. I apologize if it sounds boring, but that's how much I'm obsessing over Dune these days. I'm not reading it from somewhere.
Don't try to impress anyone.
So here it goes. A beginning is the time for taking the most delicate care that the balances are correct. This every sister of the Bene Gesserit knows. To begin your study of the life of Muad'Dib, then take care to first place him in his time. Born in the 57th year of the Padishah Emperor Shaddam IV, and then take the most special care to locate him in his place, the planet Arrakis. Do not be deceived by the fact that he was born on Caladan and lived his first 15 years there. Arrakis, the planet known as Dune, is forever his place. Let's talk about Dune Part 2 now. I watched it yesterday in IMAX and it was a great experience. I wanted to talk about it immediately after watching it, but I needed some time to gather my thoughts. If I have to describe the movie in one word, I'd say gripping. And if there's one performance that I won't be able to get out of my mind for a very long time, it would be Javier Bardem's performance. If there's a word which can describe something that was more than perfect, I'd use that word. He was amazing. All the other actors did a remarkable job as well, and I'll talk about them in some time. Talking about the movie in general, it begins where the first one ended. Paul and Lady Jessica are with the Fremens, learning their ways and asking them for support in fighting against the Harkonnens. We see Paul and Chani's relationship progressing.
When you see sand here, imagine water.
We see Stilgar's firm faith and belief in the prophecy. He absolutely believes Paul is Lisan al-Gaib, and he and Lady Jessica start converting other people into believers as well. In the first half, we see Paul rejecting the prophecy, and towards the end we see him absolutely embracing it and taking charge. And for me, I think he became very scary and ruthless towards the end. Paul and Chani and other Fremens keep on destroying the spice production, and so Baron is really disappointed in his nephew, and he gives the control to his younger psychopathic, sadistic nephew, Fade Rautha. Austin Butler played that role, and man, he was horrifying. Christopher Walken plays the role of the Emperor, who seems really depressed after giving a green signal to the massacre of House Atreides. Florence Pugh as his daughter, Princess Irulan, keeps on documenting everything as it is in the books. In the end, we see Paul and the Fremens defeating the Harkonnens and being able to call the Emperor to Arrakis, and he's able to question the Emperor over his doings, threaten him, and dethrone him. Also, he asks for his daughter's hand in marriage so that they can rule together. Timothée Chalamet's performance as Paul is powerful. He is carrying that weight very well. In the first half, he is good, but in the second half of the movie, he becomes scarily good. He is fierce and unstoppable. Rebecca Ferguson, just like the first movie, she's amazing. She's terrifying. Zendaya as Chani seems natural. Her performance is very smooth. She has a very significant role as compared to the first one. Her character is more independent and standing on its own as compared to the books, but I think it was a welcome change. Dave Bautista's role was shorter in this one, but he portrayed the emotions very well. He seemed very scared to lose control, and his character met a deserving end. Regarding Timothée Chalamet's role as Paul Maudib Atreides, there was one scene which has absolutely gotten tattooed on my brain, and it was when he screams at the Reverend Mother of the Bene Gesserit, Gaius Helen Mohayam, to be silent. I absolutely loved that scene, and I am in awe of that scene. Amazing. Then there was a fight sequence between Fade Rautha, played by Austin Butler, and Paul Atreides. It was very well choreographed. The duration was perfect. It was not short. It wasn't too stretched. It was very engaging. The first few minutes into the movie, there's a scene where the Harkonnens suddenly start floating upwards to climb a cliff. I think it was very nicely done. It suddenly makes them way more powerful in the eyes of the audience. Like, this is what the Fremens are up against. Then there's a scene where Lady Jessica kills a Harkonnen using a rock. I was taken aback, but I really liked that scene. She's already scary, and to see her killing a person in such a way, it was admiringly scary. Lea Seydoux and Florence Pugh's performances were also impressive. Lea was scary, and Florence was just so royal and so elegant. She nailed that role. The visuals were great. The color schemes used to depict different planets. Sophistication is the word. They were breathtaking. The best scenes that I can remember, one was when Paul rides a sandworm. That scene was astonishing. Then the scene where Paul and Chani are sitting on top of a sand dune and looking at the desert and saying it's beautiful. That scene was very beautiful. Another scene that I found exquisite was when all the Fremens start believing in Paul. That scene was magnificent. And then the best of them all, on Gaidi Prime, where Fade Rautha is fighting to prove his worth to his uncle Baron. The visuals of that whole sequence, they were so futuristic and so elegant. I think there's much more to say about this movie, and I'd be making one more video soon. But for now, I'd say I have great respect and admiration for Denis Villeneuve's craft and the masterpiece of a movie that he has made. That's it for today. If you like my videos, please like them. Please click on the thumbs up icon and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.